Has made his way to the backyard and almost a fall kind of feel to today's. I mean, this is really nice for August.
This is, yeah, and what a big change from the weather we were experiencing to this. Almost a shock to the system. It was nice though, as Lisa mentioned, almost a fall feel too. Some of you getting awfully close to the upper 30s to start this morning off, but that is going to be more of an exception and not the rule. We've got some warmer nights coming up and also some of the return of the wildfire smoke too. Hey, speaking of the sun, which will appear very hazy tomorrow, check out this awesome photo that I got. This is from Kevin. Now, he used a special solar filter on his camera to get a view like this, and he took it of the sun today. It was a clear day where he was, and really for everybody. He was able to capture it. I think what it does, it's a little bit of a different experience when you look at this than some of the other sun photos that I've shown and other people have taken that we've been able to show you. It actually helps to make some of those sunspots really stand out. I mean, you got to remember, I mean, the sun is absolutely massive. I forget how many millions of Earths you can fit inside of it, but that dot right there has got to be huge, and that would be just one of the many sunspots that we're seeing. So a cool photo. So thanks a lot to you, Kevin, for sending this along using your special solar filter and sharing your work with us. We certainly appreciate it. This is a look down at the airport from our roof camera. Looks like, is that a plane taxiing out on the runway? Could very well be. It's 75 degrees. We've got a lot of sunshine, although it is starting to turn noticeably more hazy now than it was, say, earlier today. I was actually out on the bike, and I got to tell you, that blue sky, it was awesome. Low humidity. Finally a ride where I didn't run out of water. It was a nice change of pace from some of the humid rides I've had. 69 now in Bear Creek Township, 67 for you in Thornhurst, where you were awfully cool this morning. 70 in Greentown, 71 Forkston, a 67 in Lopez, some 78s from Lewisburg to Elysburg, and a 76 in Auburn. Hey, speaking of Lopez, down to 39.7 degrees this morning. So close to an official 39, but you round up to 40 for you. New Milford was at 43, Thornhurst 43, so the elevations this morning, real chilly. How was your house this morning when you woke up if you left the windows open? Had to have been feeling cool to get the day started, but of course warmed up pretty nicely this afternoon. Humidity is low, and it's expected to stay there for about one more day, but by Friday, it's going to get humid around here again. There's also a disturbance coming out of the central Great Lakes. That may scrape us with a shower chance tomorrow. I think the better bet for any showers or thunderstorms, though, it's going to come through on Friday with a cold front. So mostly clear, not as cool tonight. Looking more like more of us will spend our overnight in the 50s, maybe even some near 60s. Of course, the cool hollows will push the lower boundaries of like upper 40s near 50. But even there, it's noticeably warmer than what you woke up to this morning. Here's tomorrow. A lot of haze around tomorrow with some of that wildfire smoke. And I think that may end up kind of holding temperatures down a little bit. Still think we make it to about 80. But still, without that haze, it would have been warmer. Here's Smoke Tracker. So it's starting to squeak in here now, but it will be kind of thicker tomorrow. But here's the deal again. This is going to be that high-level stuff, okay? This isn't the near-surface smoke like we've dealt with a few times this summer. This is the upper-level stuff. So it obscures the sun a bit, but it's not going to have much of an impact on air quality, if any. We may go from right now good to like the moderate category tomorrow, but moderate is still just fine for 99.9% of us. We're not heading into hazardous or the very unhealthy or anything like that. Looks like it'll improve the air quality, that is, by Friday. On Friday, though, here comes a cold front, and with that, I think we're going to find some thunder bumpers around here, and there's a level 1 out of 5 risk for them to turn severe. So here's the timing. The morning is going to be dry. I think even into the early afternoon we're dry too. But anytime after 2, 3 o'clock, here comes some storms. Now, this particular model shows a lot of the action out in central Pennsylvania. That could happen, but it could very just as easily be all of us or more of us to the east. So just keep it in mind. We're keeping an eye on some storms on Friday, but that changes everything for our weekend. We go from a humid and a little stormy on Friday to more pristine air, sunshine, and low humidity for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday look phenomenal. Humidity returns next week. So as Kurt likes to say, if you don't have any weekend plans, make some. Already did, Lisa. Had a baseball game on Saturday and a concert on Sunday, so this guy pretty pumped up that the weekend forecast is playing out nicely. Those plans were made well in advance.
Well, look at you.
Yeah, planning ahead.
All right, John, thank you.
Yeah.